Yo, what's up, guys? Jordan Gaming, and the moment we've all been waiting for. Samurai Jack Season 5, Episode 2 has just dropped yesterday. And, well, I was gonna do this video on the first one, but I thought I'd wait to talk about the second one as well. And since we're talking about Samurai Jack, I have some Neo gameplay in the background, because, you know, you're pretty much a samurai in that game, so I thought, what better game to play other than For Honor? I am a samurai in that one, but it doesn't fit the mood. Alright, guys, Jordan Gaming, and again, I'm just gonna say spoilers because it's kind of spoiling the story if you have not already seen it. But if you haven't seen it by now, it's on Cartoon Network, or well, Adult Swim, and it comes on, they say at 11, but usually it comes on at 10 where I am. So yeah, just tune into Adult Swim at 10 and it should be on there. But anyway, okay, let me break it down. So the story is 50 years from where the last season was. So basically he's 50 years older than he was, but he hasn't aged because he's done so much time traveling that just the aging of him has just lost its effect. So basically he's just immortal. He has lost his sword, which sucks, and I hope to see him get it back somehow, but like he has lost his sword, so like he's just been fighting weird. And well, the first fight, like the first things he countered, like from Aku's scientists that he has, that they make like weapons and stuff for him, and then they like made like some like roach robot things that like attack him, but they don't really do anything. And they're not really too much of a threat. Samurai Jack was able to take him out, you know, not very little problems. But the second fight was against this robot dude, and this dude talked a lot. And what I like what they did about Samurai Jack is they left it to where there's not too much talking from Samurai Jack. But but yeah, they kind of kept it the same in a sense. It's just the quality of the show has gotten way better. They still use similar songs to the last one. Everything is just better. But in this fight, the person he's fighting, I don't know the name of him, but he talks a lot, and his ability is like he plays a flute and he can control rocks and stuff. So Samurai Jack has to, you know, fight the rocks and stuff. He eventually takes it out and then throws a knife at the dude's flute and breaks it. And then, mind you, the dude is talking throughout the whole battle and making sounds and everything and all that. But then he breaks his flute, and then the dude starts using his mouth. And then I guess at this point, Jack did something, but he stopped using his mouth for a while to control. Oh wait, no. He used his mouth, and then he controlled his little sword. And so he started fighting him with the sword, and after a while, the sword turned into like the tuner thing for like an instrument or something. Have you ever seen that thing where you ding it on a table and it starts to ring? Right, well he was using that, and so he dinged Samurai Jack's knife, and it went to the frequency so high that the knife exploded. So Samurai Jack figured that out. So he hit his knife on the thing again, and his knife started dinging. So he threw it at the robot he was fighting, blew him up, killed him or whatever, and then picked up his knife or sword thing, instrument tuner sword thing or whatever, and he went on about his business. Now that was the only thing that happened in this episode. There was more to it. So his village, where he was from, was destroyed by Aku. So basically the whole season, I guess, is just him trying to get back to the past and fight Aku or something. But in the middle of this, he has like these visions of like his parents and his tribe, everyone from the tribe talking to him, telling him to come back, and it just freaks him out, and he just keeps running away from it. Basically he's just running away from it, trying to find Aku. But that was the first episode, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second one. Now in the second one, he just left his bike. He just left on his bike from where the last episode happened, and he's driving and I forgot what happened. Something happened. I guess he just settles down, and then there's like a no. Okay, so it takes place where Aku is. It shows you Aku for the first time in a while. So basically, you know, he wakes up. They kind of have humor in it, just a little bit. It's not so serious at this first part, but you know, Aku's just chilling. Like he's talking to the like people that walk up to him and offer him stuff and everything, and like the first people to offer him some stuff were these like slime people, and they're getting slime everywhere, and he got mad, so he told them to leave. You know, I guess it was kind of funny. It wasn't like hilarious or anything, but it did its job for humor wise. And then what else? And then after that, the scientists came and they showed him the new weapon they were making to take out Samurai Jack. And he played it off like he didn't really care about Samurai Jack. He's been waiting over 50 years and he still hasn't showed up. So he just played it off. And then it goes to like where there's like a therapist talking to him, but it's Aku. And like they're both talking to each other and he's just waiting for Jack. That's basically what they're saying. He's been waiting for a while and he just wants to get rid of him already. I guess it's just a huge pain in his back, I guess. But anyway, then it goes back to Jack, and one of the robots they made that they showed Aku has found Jack, and I don't know if it was supposed to do damage, but not really, because Samurai Jack just threw his spear into the robot and destroyed it. As I'm saying this, I realized that I missed something. It wasn't too important, but it was kind of important. But anyway, so he throws a spear at it and he kills it, and then he just goes on about his business, and he's sitting there, and there's this tribe of like 8 girls, I think, and their sole purpose when they were kids to now is to kill Samurai Jack. So they train all their life just to kill Samurai Jack, and so they run around and they find him. So Jack at this point is struggling. Like they just keep tumbling him, like they just keep beating him, and I kind of like this aspect because like it shows that not everything is just easy. And like his swords are breaking, they're kicking his armor and stuff off, and mind you, they're moving fast. Like they're moving super fast. And then so after that, he ends up under like the remains of the robot that he killed, and like his past self, I guess, he's having a vision, and his past self is talking to him. He's like, dude, you should just end it or whatever. So he's telling him to end it, but he was like, no, I always find a way. And he said, I need to get back to the past. And so then this is where stuff starts to get, you know, pretty good in the show. Like everything's moving along. He ends up in like this underground area, and like everybody's being stealth and everything. And this is the first time I've ever seen this. He's running around because they eventually find him. Like they're all in the dark and stuff, and it was just a really cool scene. Like the animations and stuff in this is really good. They really improved it. And so he's in the darkness and everything, and then eventually they find him. And so he starts fighting them, and they end up all over the place fighting. His sword's breaking. He's picking up their swords, throwing punches and everything. And so he eventually he takes off, starts running down a hallway, and one of the girls finds him, and he cuts her throat. Like I don't think I've ever seen something so brutal in Samurai Jack. It was like actually pretty cool, because I like how they did that, because the people who viewed Samurai Jack are already grown up, so they're like, might as well. That's why I like the fact that they moved it to Adult Swim rather than Cartoon Network. But anyway, so he cuts her throat, and then he gets stabbed, and then the sword, that the tuner sword thing, he picks it up and he starts running. And so he takes one of the other swords and he just waits at the end of the tunnel thing, and he hears them coming, and after so while he hears their footsteps get closer and closer. He dings the knife, throws it, and throws himself into the ocean. He doesn't kill any of them, but he lands in the ocean and he gets away. So now he's just gotten away, and he's just floating down the stream, and the women are still after him. So that's where it leaves off, and well, I like the way the season's starting out. I give my honest opinion. I like the way it's starting out. Like, it's not too. I don't know. It's just right. It's like, I don't know. I just like it. If I had to name one thing I didn't like, the only thing being that his sword is gone, but either he'll find it or he'll find a way to fight without his sword. Something I did like was the armor that he had was like, he could take it off and use it as weapons. Like the 2 shoulder pad things he has, he took those off and used them as like shields for like both of his arms. And he was fighting with those. That was cool. What else? I like the fact that he struggles instead of just winning every time. I don't think that happened in the last one because I didn't finish binge watching it, but I just like that the aspect of him struggling and everything. But this has been Dre Gaming. If you guys haven't seen this, season, the new season, the first 2 episodes, I recommend going to watch them or waiting until Saturday. And sorry if you guys stay for the spoilers. I mean, me talking about it is different compared to going and watching it, so I'd recommend going to watch it. But anyway, this has been Dre Gaming. I'll catch you guys later, and peace.